All right, hey folks, it's time for a brief check-in. Anyways, about just over 2 miles in on my run, just got all the vertical up, pretty much out of the way. Got a little bit more to do. Just burned in about 1,000 vertical feet over 2 miles. Feels pretty good. Overlooking, yeah. Anyways, let me show you. So the sun just came up. I was able to take in the moment of the sunrise. And yeah, this this is the Crimson Trail. Try not to drop the phone up here, but anyways, sunrise came up about 5 minutes ago. Just watching it crest up over this ridge and grabbed another couple shots. Didn't go out and take 75 something photos this time though. I'm moving pretty quick and trying to make some obligations and not pinch too close to that timeline. But anyways, this has been an interesting week. As some of you probably caught on Facebook, had a little moment of delirium and clarity and fun with Juniper and Dennis explaining the man flu. And yeah, that stuff straight knocked me on my butt for about 6 hours. It was pure misery. And then got to sleep through a good portion of it. And then, pardon me, got a little bit of this lingering cough, tickle in the throat. And man, waves all day yesterday. Like, filter was definitely off and a lot more direct than I normally like to be at work. But hopefully it was effective and we got things done to where we needed to be. But trying to make it back. Dennis has his ribbon cutting ceremony for the new school that he's going to be attending. And so he's going to be there for the next year for sure, and maybe an extra 2 years if they get the program extended like they're hoping for. Hopefully that works out. He's going to a STEM type school, I guess, but based off of arts and other things as well. A lot of hands-on learning, a lot of modality shift, and leveraging the modalities that are different for different learners, and see if that will work well for him. We're starting to make progress and get better there. Liz is into her most uncomfortable part of pregnancy. She's got her rib that is killing her, and she just had the realization last night. She's like, you know what? This was pretty bad with Juniper and Dennis. This isn't going away. So she started to pick up on her personal patterns. She's doing pretty well. She is recently, as many of you know, started an endeavor with Agnes and Dora, which is a boutique style of clothing. Kind of similar to some of the other things that may be out there, but kind of interesting. They had their convention. That's why we were down in Salt Lake about a month ago, and or mid-month in July. Trying to remember the dates. It all blurs into one. And anyways, a very good group of persons. It's not as big as some of the other folks yet. They're probably hitting their growth punch here shortly, and doing pretty well. So they're going to get ready to do a lot of their upcoming fall lines, and Liz is getting really excited for that and to try to plan things out, getting things centered around that, keeping her mind focused and sharp as she can, going into this last probably 4 weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks of pregnancy. Anyways, but yeah, I just thought I'd check in really quick, try not to take too much time, keep this a little bit shorter. Training has been going pretty decent. Now I'm just kind of in the maintenance phases. I don't have anything really in front of my face, but we will do the Wellsville Founder Run next week, I think that is, so Labor Day-ish. Time just keeps flying. Can't believe it's here. It just keeps moving. And we're starting to figure out what we want to do for the upcoming year. We're starting to get things ready for Half Ironman St. George again. That's going to most likely be a go, so we got to start wrangling that up. We're starting to put things together for the following week after that, which would be Mother's Day weekend this year, for Ragnar Trails. We are starting to collect people together. We're going to see if we can beat the early bird or whatever timeline. So it's only $135 a participant. My plan is to participate with Liz this year, and we're starting to get a group of folks that want to do it. And so hopefully we can get that wrangled together and figure out what we're doing there. It's a great thing for us. We like that, and hopefully it'll be pretty good for camping for the newborn. We're about the same age as Juniper was when we did it, a little bit smaller, but about the same. And we thought it was pretty good. So if you are coming across this and you know us and you've participated with this in the past, get on your ponies because we're thinking about doing it. We know that Dee Dee and Raina most definitely want to do it. We're needing to get some solids from Laura and from a few others. We're most grateful and want to have folks come with us, but we just need to get moving on that and make some commitments. We know that it's kind of out there, but it's one of those. It doesn't take too much major preparation. It's about 13-14 miles over the period of 24 hours. So, and we get to camp, and a little bit different than normal Ragnars. We like it because you can set up central camp, and if you want to, you can run the loops it's 3 loops, and so you can buddy up and do a little bit more if you want to. You can kind of do an ultra thing if that's your thing, and if you don't want to do that and you want to keep a shorter distance, just a little bit over the half marathon, you can do that as well. So yeah, you can hear the nagging cough. But anyways, need to get up on my finish up this thing. But yeah, life is very good. So it's not perfect by any means, and it's not horrible at all. But life is good, and trying to keep us healthy and fit, and make sure that we do what's right, so that we can keep healthy, fit, strong, and maintain a good balance. A lot of you may see that I have picked up this Crushing Iron t-shirt. Just a quick shout out to the gentlemen that are pushing this. I'm starting to refer to it as a movement. It's been very kind and invigorating and interesting to be able to come into like-minded individuals and to be able to find people that aren't necessarily I wouldn't say completely like-minded, but in a sphere or in a circle or in a, how do I explain it? Just in a similar set of circumstances, and found a journey and things within the journey that are just much more important. And we see things in a different perspective and light, and that's been really good. So like yesterday, it was interesting when we took Dennis to his little soccer clinic. We were running late and got there and decided to let him stay a little bit longer at the girls' soccer game, stay a lot longer than we meant to. And anyway, sitting next to us was a gal that Liz was in the Valley View Towers way back when, before they destroyed them. And she played for the soccer team, hurt herself, and to hear that change in maturity, because just the things I remember that were just a different focus for this this gal. Anyways, to hear her as she's talking about her coaching of this under 9-year-old or under 10-year-old girls team, and trying to make sure that parents and other things get the correct idea of what's really important about sports, and class that she took. And anyways, this is one of the reasons why I've always appreciated different things, especially from my parents. They allowed me to not have to concentrate so much on the politics and just go play, and to be able to learn how to have fun, and also along learning how to have fun while playing the sport of soccer, for example, and other sports. You learn how to win, and not focus on you don't play to win and sometimes have fun. You play to have fun and you sometimes win. And really, the sometimes winning gets a lot bigger than that. It's not just sometimes. You learn to really win. And I reflect back to, got a friend that I've been able to reconnect a little bit with on Facebook. A kid named, no longer kids, but anyways, a guy named Damon. He's a good guy. And his father was pretty impressionable on us. And I still remember being on a soccer team where we did not win a game. I think we won one game that year, and it was horrible. It was tough. But you know what? I'm able to look back. I'm sitting here at 43, and I think we were what, 14, 15 at the time. We were freshmen and saw it, and maybe not even freshmen yet. It might have been before our freshman year. And you know, to be able to look back and draw on those experiences, running into camps and soccer tryouts and working out and playing and all that with good old Coach Summerhays and learning how to share the melon and all those little things that who would have thought that that's those were the impressions that we learned, and that's what coaching is all about, you know, especially for these young kids. Sure, winning may be important, but 2 to 3% of them are going to actually be able to go on and really leverage that. It's really going to be more, these are experiences that help shape them throughout their life. And anyways, just was very, very fun and very cool to be able to witness somebody else go through that. I know that I felt, and I felt like I've gone through that myself in a lot of ways, especially a lot of people are like, why do you play triathlon? Why do you do that? And some of my whys are just simple. It's got me, I'm awake, I'm present, I'm back. And to be able to have my wife recognize that, that's great. It's a tightrope for sure. Trying to make sure that we're able to satisfy everything that we'd like to do, of course, and be able to let you guys see a little bit of the brilliance up here. But anyways, it's a wonderful thing, and but for me to be able to just know who I am, to have the opportunity to be a husband and father, and to be able to have this wonderful opportunity to get out here, up here in Logan Canyon on the Crimson Trail, looking across, and I could see the wind caves, and you know, just basking in the sunlight as it goes. So, anyways, one last shot before I get going out. Here is Logan Canyon. Maybe we'll do it back like this. Here we go. Sitting on a ledge, actually. And so, anyways, and that's a wrap. Went a little bit longer than I wanted to. Hopefully things are good. Training feels good. Running pretty quick up here. Thought I'd just get my lungs back. This man flu stuff. I feel like I'm running right on the verge of an asthma attack and coughing up phlegm and getting all this stuff moving. So it's good. But yeah, it's kicking my trash up here today. So yeah, life's good. Grateful for my family, especially for Liz and for Dennis and Juniper. And we're looking forward to bringing this new one into our lives, and we'll see what our new comes. So anyways, thanks for all the well wishes out there, and for those that are silently rooting for us, especially as we get ready to bring this new one in. And yeah, cheers.